I welcomed into the fire the 202-centimetre ruck, come forward, the athletic guy who is agile around the ground and is very skillful for his size. Not to mention, he is a great guy. Lovely to have on my show, Harry Barnett. Nice to meet you, Harry.
Thanks, LJ. Thanks for having me.
Awesome to have you on. Okay, so let's get to the inevitable question out of the way first. Have you always been a tall kid, and did you ever play basketball?
I've always been sort of tall, never like freakishly tall like I sort of have been recently. But no basketball, bit of social basketball here and there, but no, it was no good.
Yeah, a bit of a growth spurt, you reckon?
Oh yeah, I reckon probably end of year 9, end of year 10. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Now, you've been highly touted this year in a draft, predicted to have a lot of good bigs. Do you put any pressure on yourself, or is it just a case of do my best and see what happens? Because I think many AFL clubs should be eyeing you off.
I don't know. I don't put a lot of pressure on myself just because I know if I go out and put my best foot forward and get a kick and do the best I can, then at the end of the day, I'm going to be happy with my approach to it. You know, it's not, it's just been day by day, really. Yeah.
Yeah. You went to Mercedes College, if I'm right. Nice little college there, mate. Let me guess, you were the big man on campus? How did the old studies go, out of interest?
Love Mercedes, love all the boys back there. I wouldn't say I was the big man on campus. I was definitely the tall kid, but I wasn't the big scary one. School went well. I mean, I was pretty happy with how I went and studying journalism at the moment. So yeah.
Awesome. Now, you played for the Westies under-18s and you got knocked out one game before the GF last year. Although I'm sure you were disappointed in that game, how did the season go for you? Because I know for a fact your season was on fire early.
Yeah, season went pretty well. I was happy with how I started. Then I went back to school footy because we have to prioritise that. And then coming back, I probably lost a bit of form, but that's when the state sort of stuff picked up and I was pretty happy with how I went with that. It was a real shame to get knocked out in the final. That was no good. So.
Yeah, it would have been disappointing, but you had a great season. Don't worry about it.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, good. So it's 2022 and a lot of your side is still eligible for the under-18s. That puts you in good stead this year. Or are you eyeing off a chance to play in the seniors and try your hand against the bigger bodies?
Yeah, well, me, Kobe Ryan and Harry Lemmy from Westies, we've all been doing a senior pre-season. And I think now that the under-18 season's coming up, I think me and Kobe have been told to just sort of head down there for a little while and then show what we can do, and maybe throughout the year we'll get another gig in the seniors. But I think Lemmy's staying up there for now, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get a few games throughout the year, mostly 18s for the first while, I reckon.
Fingers crossed. You got an opportunity last year to represent your state and play for the SA boys against WA, winning a nail biter. What was that experience like? And I bet it will make you a better player this year.
Oh, that was unreal. It was such a good game to play in. Pulling on the state jumper is something that I've always sort of wanted to do. That was my first opportunity and it was such a great win. And the boys got a lot closer because of that. It was awesome.
Yeah, it must have been an amazing experience. All right. All right. So let's tell people what you bring to their club if they are lucky enough. Get in the draft. You're a bloody tall. Let's start there. Lucky we're on Zoom, or I may have needed to hire a cherry picker. You can go forward, be a key target. You're a big guy who moves incredibly well, and you're a real aerial threat. You sound like a steal to me. What are the areas of improvement you want this year? Because, mate, I hate to use the word, but you have so much potential at the next level.
Cheers, mate. That really means a lot. But I mean, pretty early days, still got a long way to go. This year I'm really trying to improve my physicality and sort of stuff and like play more like a big man. I think sometimes I get a bit carried away trying to act like a little fella, and obviously that's not my position type. So like I need to be a bit more physical in the game and act more like a big fella.
Yeah, that happens sometimes though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So if you get to the next level, when you get to the next level, you'll be a great project for them. Your upside is enormous. What would you want scouts to know about you?
Oh, in what sense? Like off field or on field?
On field and off field.
I don't know. I think I'm easy to talk to, and I enjoy talking to people. So off field, I think I can fit into like whatever culture any sort of club has. On the field, I think there's lots of improvement areas that I need to improve on, but also I think I've got a pretty reliable skill set that I'd back myself in for most things. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty special to find my name called at the end of the year, but it's very early days. Still got to get a kick this year.
Don't worry, I have a feeling you'll get called out, mate.
Hope so.
Doing journalism in uni, do I have anything to worry about? Not going for my job, are you?
Nah, definitely not going for your job. I still got a little while to go. I'm not quite going to be at your level anytime soon. But yeah, after this week's Luke Beveridge thing, I don't know how I feel about being a sports journalist. So,
Had a bit of a crack, didn't he?
Yeah, well, my sister's a journalist, so I think that's something that I've always looked up to, and hopefully that can also turn out pretty well too.
Yeah, it's a good job.
You seem to be enjoying it.
Yeah. Some simple footy questions. What football team do you barrack for?
Oh, growing up, it was always the Crows.
Good man.
Yeah, and then the 2017 grand final was pretty much where I was like, wow, I love this club so much. I've obviously stuck by them, but I just watch the game nowadays. I don't really watch any specific club.
Yeah, pretty similar to me then.
Yeah.
Which player were you most impressed by at the Australian Champs last year?
Well, I think from an SA point of view, Harry Lemmy's like his way up last year was so good, his improvement. But then also like Adam Deloyer and stuff, the way they just balls, and Kobe Ryan as well.
Yeah, I'll be keeping my eye on them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. If you had to say what AFL player you play like, who would it be?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I've watched a lot of like Riley O'Brien sort of stuff in the ruck for the Crows, but then also you can't, like, as a ruckman, you kind of idolise your Max Gawns and Brodie Grundys and try and play a bit like them. So just, yeah, I don't know. I don't really compare myself like that. I take bits and bobs out of everyone's games that I think I can improve upon.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Okay, let's ask some non-footy questions, mate. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I'm a bit of a movie buff, so pretty much when I'm got a free couple hours, I'll just hop on Netflix or Stan or binge or whatever and just watch a movie.
Favorite movie or series?
Favorite movie would be Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Favorite series would be Modern Family. I reckon I've watched that many times.
Might have to give those a watch.
Yeah, definitely do.
Yeah. If you had to cook a meal, what would you impress someone with?
Oh, I don't mind cooking actually. I whip up a pretty nice spag bowl, but yeah, that's not really very impressive. So I have to think about that one.
I'll let you think about it.
Yeah.
What is your go-to video game?
I don't really play many video games. When my brother used to live at home, it'd be a fair bit of FIFA. But yeah, haven't played a lot. Maybe a bit of Fortnite here and there.
Yeah. For a bit of fun, let's do a bit of a you, Kobe Ryan, or Harry Lemmy quiz. Who is most likely not to wear a hat so as not to mess up their hair?
That's Harry Lemmy. That's definitely Harry Lemmy. There was a photo day last night, and yeah, he rocked up with the most product and hair gel you've ever seen.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see their answers after this.
Yeah, definitely.
Who would say they are the best basketballer?
Oh, probably I'd say Kobe would claim he is, but Lemmy's pretty athletic, and I think he was even a state under 12 basketball or something. So he's a bit of everything, that kid.
Jeez. Who would most likely put their hand up for a modelling job?
Ooh. Again, I'd have to say Harry.
Yeah.
I reckon he rates himself in the books department.
Yeah. Who would most likely pay for their mate's meal?
Oh, probably Kobe or I. I think we're a lot more generous than Lemmy.
Poor Lemmy.
No, I'm kidding. I love that guy.
Yeah. Who would check their Instagram the most?
Oh, I'm probably guilty of that myself, to be honest.
Guy most likely to dance at a nightclub?
Oh, well, that's not really any of our scenes, to be honest. But I'd probably say, actually, yeah, I don't know. None of us really go clubbing, but yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, interesting answers there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, Harry, I'm going to give you something now that you have to treat as if your footy life depended on it. The small guys always roam around kicking these goals and revving up the crowd. It's time to take the limelight back for the big fellas. Get the crowd away from the smalls and onto the tools. There's only one way, mate. That's generating a celebration so good, people can't help but notice. Don't panic, mate. I have it for you. The Into the Fire.
Cool. Don't mind that one.
Yeah, that's going to get the crowd roaring, I reckon.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Might pull that one out this year.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, Harry, you're a champion of the guy and are going to be an amazing AFL footballer. It's been my pleasure today getting to know you a bit better. All the best this year and beyond, buddy.
Cheers, LJ. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
Cheers.